New York City, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. But in the zip codes of the 1%, dreams are expensive. It is a city of gatekeepers, exclusive clubs, private jets, art galas, a world where who you know is more important than who you are. To enter this world, you need a key. Usually that key is money, but sometimes it's just pure, unadulterated audacity. Enter Anna Delvey, the German heiress with the $60 million trust fund, or so she said. She lived in 5-star hotels for months. She dined at Le Coucou. She tipped the concierge $100 bills, just for bringing her ice. She didn't look like a scammer, she looked like old money. She was rude, she was demanding, she was entitled, and in New York. That is exactly how rich people behave. But the trust fund was a fantasy. The father was not a titan of industry. He was a truck driver in Russia. Anna Delvey didn't have $60 million. She didn't even have a credit card that worked. So how did a 25-year-old girl with no resume, no assets, and no history fool the banks, the hotels, and the socialites of Manhattan? She didn't break in with a gun. She broke in with a smile. Welcome to Dark Focus. This is the story of the girl who faked it until she broke it. Anna understood a fundamental truth about New York. People don't look at your soul. They look at your shoes. She didn't hack a computer. She hacked the social code. Her armor was impeccable. Celine glasses, Alaya dresses, Balenciaga bags. In the circles of the elite, fashion is a language, and Anna spoke it fluently. If you dress like you own the place, people assume you do. But looking rich isn't enough. You have to act rich. And nothing says, I have money to burn, like cash. She didn't use credit cards for the small stuff. She used cash, crisp $100 bills. She tipped everyone, the doorman, the concierge, the Uber driver. Why? Because cash buys silence. Cash buys loyalty. When you tip a waiter $100, he doesn't ask why your credit card failed last night. He just assumes it was a bank error. But her greatest weapon was her attitude. Most scammers try too hard. They are too eager to please. Anna did the opposite. She was rude. She was dismissive. She acted bored. In high society, being unimpressed is a sign of status. It implies that you have seen better. You have been to better parties. You know more important people. She wasn't trying to fit in. She was daring them to kick her out. And because she acted like she belonged, nobody asked for her ID. Most scammers want a quick buck. Anna wanted a legacy. Her plan was audacious. The Anna Delvey Foundation, a private arts club for the ultra-wealthy, located at 281 Park Avenue South, one of the most iconic buildings in Manhattan. She hired world-famous architects. She created a 40-page pitch deck. It wasn't just a dream. On paper, it was a $40 million business. But to build a castle, you need a war chest. She needed $22 million. And she didn't go to loan sharks. She went to the biggest financial institutions in America: City National Bank, Fortress Investment Group. How do you get a meeting with these guys? You name drop. She claimed her father was managing her trust fund in Germany. She claimed the money was stuck due to bureaucratic red tape. She spoke their language: leverage, assets, liquidity. And surprisingly, they listened. She was so close. But there was a catch. A classic catch-22. To lend her the $22 million, the banks needed to perform due diligence. checking her assets in Germany. And that cost money, $100,000. Anna didn't have it, so she did what any visionary would do. She improvised. She convinced another bank to lend her a temporary overdraft, using non-existent assets as collateral. It was a house of cards built on top of a house of cards. She was robbing Peter to pay Paul to impress the Pope. Every scam has a breaking point. For Anna, it was Marrakesh. She invited her friends on an all-expenses-paid trip to La Mamounia, a hotel so expensive it makes the plaza looks like a motel. $7,000 a night. But when it came time to pay, the system was down. The credit cards didn't work. The hotel managers stopped smiling, and the bodyguards appeared. The pressure was unbearable. Anna played the victim. She cried. She blamed the banks. So she turned to her friend Rachel. "Put it on your card," she said. "It's just for a hold. I'll wire you the money on Monday." Rachel was terrified. She put down her corporate card, and just like that, she was charged $62,000, more than she earned in a year. The money, of course, never came. Back in New York, the walls were closing in. The banks denied the loan. The hotels locked her out. They confiscated her belongings. The German heiress was effectively homeless. She was jumping from couch to couch, begging for money, deleting text messages. The illusion was shattered. She wasn't a visionary anymore. She was just a girl who couldn't pay her bill. In the end, it wasn't the banks who caught her. It wasn't the friend she betrayed. Rachel worked with the police. They set up a sting operation in Malibu. Anna walked out to meet a friend and walked straight into handcuffs. The party was officially over. Most criminals hide their faces in court. Anna hired a stylist. Every day of her trial was a fashion show. The Instagram account documenting her outfits went viral. People weren't talking about her crimes. They were talking about her style. Even in handcuffs, she was controlling the narrative. She turned the courtroom into her final gala. And here is the supreme irony. She went to prison, but she didn't lose. Netflix paid her $320,000 for her life rights. She used the money to pay back the banks, and she kept the fame. She has millions of followers. She sells art. She is a pop culture icon. In the twisted logic of the entertainment industry, crime literally paid. So, what did Anna Delvey teach us? She taught us that in a world obsessed with image, perception is reality. If you act like you belong, nobody will check your credentials. If you project enough confidence, people will hand you the keys to the kingdom. It is the ultimate perversion of the American dream. Fake it till you make it. Anna faked it, and in a strange, dark way, she made it. Real wealth whispers, fake wealth screams. We are here to listen to the noise. If you want to see behind the curtain of the elite, subscribe to Dark Focus. Hit the bell icon, because the next Anna Delvey is probably sitting in a VIP lounge right now, planning her next move. Until next time, don't take any wooden nickels.